3 in the morning, no lights in the hall, cold air from the open freezer across my arms. I came to find some water, but opened the wrong door. The little bulb was shining across the kitchen floor. You used to laugh and tell me I let the cold escape. Tonight the empty apartment had nothing else to say. I stood there in the blue light longer than I should, waiting for your voice, like maybe it still could. Cold air from the open freezer, moving through the room. Cold air from the open freezer, but I still felt you moving through the room. I still felt you. Your magnets left pale outlines on the door beside my hand. One photograph was missing where our summer used to hang. I finally closed the freezer and listened to the seal. The kitchen became warmer, but the emptiness stayed real. Close the door, let the cold stay in. Close the door, let tomorrow begin. Cold air from the open freezer, moving through the room. Cold air from the open freezer, but I still felt you moving through the room. I still felt you. Cold air, tomorrow begin. Close the door, let tomorrow begin. Folded in my wallet behind an expired card, one museum ticket from the last soft day. We walk through empty galleries, fate is almost faded. The ink is turning thin. Still, I know exactly where that day has been. I kept the museum ticket from the last day we felt close. I kept the museum ticket, though no one else would know. The last day we felt close, no one else would know. Yesterday, the banner had been changed. The painting from the second floor had traveled far away. I held the ticket for a moment and placed it back inside. Not everything we carry means we want to turn back time. It is only paper, it is only ink, but some ordinary moments stay longer than we think. I kept the museum ticket from the last day we felt close. I kept the museum ticket, though no one else would know. The last day we felt close, no one else would know. Only paper, still I kept it. Snow against the glass, warm air around our coats. The movie had ended, but we stayed. The cleaners crossed the carpet, the posters lost their glow. You read the same small headline 3 times before we moved. Outside, the taxis gathered under falling white. Inside, your hand was near me, but never touched mine. We knew the doors would open, we knew the cold would start, so we stayed beneath the ceiling lights a little while apart. dim the entrance and stack the final signs. You said your train was coming. I said that mine was too. We stepped into the winter and walked in separate ways. The warm air left behind us like the ending of the day. One room kept us warm, one door made it clear we were already leaving before we disappeared. The cinema lobby held our heat when we could not hold each other. The cinema lobby held our heat a little longer, could not hold each other a little longer. A little longer in the cold. In the cold. The sky was turning silver above the empty square. A coffee cart was opening before the sun. I had walked since 2 in the morning, past streets we used to know. Your final words grew quieter with every block I crossed. A man unfolded paper cups and wiped the counter clean. The simple sound of morning pulled me from the dream. He asked me what I wanted. I almost said your name, then ordered something simple and watched the daylight change. The coffee cart before sunrise told me the night would end. The coffee cart before sunrise helped me breathe again. The night would end. I could breathe again. Before sunrise. Breathe again. Steam rose through the cold air. A bus began its route. Workers crossed the square and shop lights flickered on. I held the cup between my hands until the warmth came through. The city did not heal me, but it showed me what to do. Take one step, then one more. Morning waits beyond the door. The apartment was empty, except for one blue light. The dishwasher was turning through the night. I came back for a cardboard box and the plant beside the sink. Your coffee cup was upside down beside a missing plate. We started it that afternoon before the final fight. And both of us forgot the sound and left before the night. The room was nearly hollow when the final cycle slowed. A little bell kept ringing in the place we called our home. The dishwasher finished without us. Everything came clean. The dishwasher finished without us. Not what happened here. Everything came clean. Not what happened here. Came clean. I opened up the silver door. Warm air touched my face. Two glasses stood together in their ordinary place. I wrapped them in old newspaper and took only one away. The other stayed inside the rack like part of yesterday. Some things finish quietly after people leave. A light goes off, a machine stops breathing. The dishwasher finished without us. Everything came clean. The dishwasher finished without us. Not what happened here. Everything came clean. Not what happened here. The little light went out. I closed the door. The lobby clock was glowing a little after 2. The doorman opened quietly and looked behind me. He used to greet us both by name when we came home too late. You always held the elevator while I searched for the key. Tonight I carried one small bag and walked across the stone. the space beside me, but let me pass along. No question in his eyes, no word about your name, only one soft nod, like he already knew the change. The doorman never asked why you were not beside me. The doorman never asked, he only let me through. Why you were not beside me, he already knew. The elevator mirror showed half the usual scene. Your shoulder was not near me, your hand was not on mine when I came down at sunrise. The doorman held the door, he said take care tonight, and did not say anything more. Kindness can be quiet, it does not need the truth. Sometimes saying nothing is the gentlest thing to do. The doorman never asked why you were not beside me. The doorman never asked, he only let me through. Why you were not beside me, he already knew. One soft nod. The morning. Blue water after midnight, empty chairs against the wall, your towel beside the doorway, but you are gone. The hotel window shimmer above the sleeping street. I sit beside the deep end with cold tiles under me. The sign says we are closing, the lights begin to fall, still the water keeps on moving, like nothing changed at all. You left your room key beside my glass. I watched the elevator close too fast. The hotel pool after closing still moves without you. The hotel pool after shadow at a time. I almost call your number, then let the screen go dark. Your footsteps left the rooftop, but stayed inside my mind. I watched the circles disappear and let you leave tonight. Let the water settle, let the night move through. Some things keep on moving after losing you. The hotel pool after closing still moves without you. The hotel pool after closing still holds the blue. Still moves without you. Still holds the blue after closing without you. After closing without you. The water moves. The water moves. To 17, the room was still. Then the intercom rang once. I stood beside the doorway with one hand on the wall. The hallway light was flickering. I waited for your call. I pressed the little speaker and whispered, "Are you there?" Only traffic from the avenue came breathing through the air. Maybe you came back, then changed your mind. Maybe it was no one on the line. The intercom rang once, then the building went quiet. The intercom rang once, and I thought it was you. I thought it was you. I thought it was you. Was it you? Was it you? I looked down from the window at the empty entrance light. A bicycle leaned against the gate. No one crossed the night. I left the chain unlocked for another minute more, then slowly turned the deadbolt and stepped away from the door. One little sound opened everything. One little sound table was shaking under the streetlight. You stood at one end, I stood at the other. We had not spoken clearly since leaving the cafe. Your hand stayed in your pockets, mine had nothing left to say. The final bus was coming, its number glowing white. We stepped toward the pavement, but it drove into the night. No brake lights, no opening door, only our reflections on the shelter floor. The last bus skipped our stop, so we walked through the city. The last bus skipped our stop, and you walked far from me. We walked through the city. You walked far from me. Sipped our stuff far from me. We crossed beneath the railway, where every sound returned. You said the love felt different. I said I already knew. The corner near your building, you turned without a kiss. Maybe if the bus had stopped, we would have hidden it. The road made us honest, the distance made it clear. Some endings need a long walk before they disappear. The last bus skipped our stop, so we walked through the city. The last bus skipped our stop, and you walked far from me. We walked through the city. You walked far from me. No bus came back, neither did we. Every desk was empty, every monitor black. The office aquarium was still awake. I stayed to finish numbers I could not understand. Your photograph was missing from the frame beside my lamp. Across the quiet hallway, blue water touched the wall. office aquarium after hours kept moving without pain. The office aquarium after hours made me wanna do the same. Kept moving without pain. I wanted the same. After hours, moving again. The cleaning lights came on across the empty floor. I closed the final spreadsheet and did not check my phone. The fish turned through the blue light, then vanished behind stone. I put my coat around me and took the elevator home. Maybe moving forward does not need a reason. Maybe one more circle can become a different season. The office aquarium after hours kept moving without pain. The office aquarium after hours made me wanna do the same. Kept moving without pain. I wanted the same. One more circle, and I went home. Level 5, almost empty. Music drifted between the pillars. I pressed the button on my key. A small light flashed ahead. Then someone near the exit ran. A melody began. It was the one you played for me on every drive back home. The concrete made it wider, like the building knew the song. I stopped beside the yellow line and listened for a while. Another car was moving somewhere out of sight. The parking garage played our song, but I did not follow. The parking beneath the lamp. My hand stayed on the steering wheel until the silence came. Then I started up the engine without searching for your face. A song can find me without pulling me back. A sound can hold you and disappear. The parking garage played our song, but I did not follow. The parking garage played our song, and I let it go. I did not follow. I let it go. Level 5. And the road. The green sign across the street was always awake until tonight. It went dark. I passed the closed bakery and the laundromat light. Your old apartment window was hidden from my sight. The pharmacy was glowing above the empty lane. Then every letter vanished and left me with the rain. I stood beneath the awning, watching where it shone. Even the city was learning to move on. The pharmacy sign went dark, and I stopped waiting there. The pharmacy sign went dark, but I could finally breathe. I stopped waiting there. I could finally breathe. A bus moved through the crossing without slowing down. I saw my face reflected in a window near the ground. For once I did not turn back to check your second floor. I kept walking through the darkness and needed nothing more. No light above me, no answer in the rain. Still my feet kept moving, and I did not say your name. chairs were upside down. The door was locked. 2 cups beside the register, still waiting. You ordered yours with cinnamon. I always chose it plain. We watched the windows slowly fill with little lines of rain. You held the cup between your hands, but never took a drink. There were too many things to say and too much time to think. The worker cleared the tables, but left our corner still, like she knew that we were trying to say what we never will. 2 cups beside the register, cooling side by side. 2 cups beside the register, like you and I that night. Cooling side by side, like you and I that night. 2 cups side by side. Tonight I passed the cafe. The owner knew my face. She said they close much earlier now, and pointed to our place. I saw 2 cups behind the glass, prepared for someone new. For one small second I remembered sitting there with you. We did not break loudly, we only lost the words. Sometimes quiet endings are the ones that hurt. 2 cups beside the register, cooling side by side. 2 cups beside the register, like you and I that night. Cooling side by side, like you and I that night. 2 cups and one road home. 2 cups, then one road home. The screen was still glowing when you reach for your coat. No one in the back row saw us go. The hallway smelled like popcorn. The exit sign was red. You walked a little faster. I follow what you said. You told me it was getting late, but that was not the truth. We left before the credits, before the lights came on. We left before the credits, before the feeling was gone, before the lights came on, before the feeling was gone. Outside the street was shining, the taxi crossed the rain. You look back at the poster, but never said my name. The music from the theater was fading through the door. I knew we would not return to finish anymore. Closing kiss, only the part we chose to miss. We left before the credits, before the lights came on. We left before the credits, before the feeling was gone, before the lights came on. Something moved beside me when I turned on to the bridge. A little silver sound I almost missed. I opened up the glove box, had a red light downtown. Your bracelet caught the dashboard, then quietly fell down. You wore it every weekend, you took it off one night. I thought you came back for it, but it stayed out of sight. Every turn made it move again, like a small reminder of where we had been. Your bracelet in the glove box still moves when I drive. Your bracelet in the glove box still sounds like goodbye. Still moves when I drive. days take a little longer to stop belonging to you. Your bracelet in the glove box still moves when I drive. Your bracelet in the glove box still sounds like goodbye. Still moves when I drive. Still sounds like goodbye. One small sound at every light. The room had no music. The pictures were gone. Workers moved the tables one by one. I came to take the old red chair the owner said was mine. He turned our favorite table over to check the wooden frame. Underneath the corner, where no one else could see, your initials crossed with mine, still carved into the grain. The paint was being changed, the walls were coming down, but those four little letters were still beneath the sound. Your initials under the table stayed longer than we did. Your initials under the table still hiding where we live. Stayed longer than we did. Still hiding where we live. Under the table, longer than we did. I traced them with my fingertip, then helped them turn it back. A family would sit there soon and never know the past. I did not ask to take the wood or cover up the sign. Some things can stay where they began without remaining in mine. out of my life. The driver turned the lights on at the end of the line. Your scarf on the back row was the only thing left. We rode beside the highway with our shoulders almost close. You watched the service stations, I watched the window glow. At some point you stopped speaking and slept against the glass. When the coach reached the terminal, you left too quickly. The seats were being checked, the engine running low. Then I saw the fabric where we sat before. Your scarf on the back row still carried your warmth. Your scarf on the back row, but you were already gone. Still carried your warmth. You were already gone. Already gone. I folded it inside my bag and took the final train. For weeks it held the faint perfume of winter and your coat. I never sent a message, I knew you would not come. By spring the scent had disappeared, but I still kept it folded. Warmth leaves slowly, even when love goes fast. A piece of cloth can hold the past. Your scarf on the back row still carried your warmth. Your scarf on the back row, but you were already gone. Still carried your warmth. You were already gone. Back row, end of the line. Behind the kitchen doorway, far from the crowded room, a candle in the service hall was burning alone. Inside, they raised their glasses to promise promises and years. I smiled beside the flowers while hiding what I felt. You were somewhere near the dance floor with someone at your side. I slipped behind the curtain before our eyes could meet. The music sounded softer through the service wall. One little flame was moving but did not fall. A candle in the service hall, burning out of sight. A candle in the service hall stayed with me that night. Burning out of sight, stayed with me that night. Out of sight. Out of sight. A waiter pushed a silver cart and asked if I was fine. I told him I just needed air and watched the flame divide. Then someone called my name again from underneath the lights. I took one breath beside the candle and returned without you. Not every flame belongs where people see. Some little lights only burn quietly. A candle in the service hall, burning out of sight. A candle in the service hall stayed with me that night. Burning out of sight, stayed with me that night. One small flame, then darkness. At the bottom of my coat, under an old receipt, a matchbook from the corner bar fell beside my feet. The gold print had grown faded, the paper edges bent. I remember where you wrote your name and what that evening meant. We stood beside the jukebox while glasses filled the room. You held one flame between us, then disappeared too soon. I opened it slowly under the kitchen light. Every little match had burned another night. A matchbook from the corner bar, but nothing left to light. A matchbook from the corner bar, still warm inside my mind. Nothing left to light. Windows have been changed, a different name above the door. The table's rearranged. I kept the matchbook in my hand, then placed it on the shelf. Not every fire needs another flame to prove that it was felt. Let the paper fade, let the flame be gone. Some nights leave their warmth long after moving on. A matchbook from the corner bar, but nothing left to light. A matchbook from the corner bar, still warm inside my mind. Nothing left to light, still warm inside my mind. Nothing left to light, I let it stay. Nothing left to light. Not for me. The room was almost empty. Water fell somewhere, and the phone vibrated behind the metal door. I sat beside the lockers with wet hair on my coat. Your last unread message was still inside my phone. The sound came through the metal, 3 little waves at once. For one fast second, I thought you had reached out, but my screen stayed dark. No name came through, only someone else waiting for someone to. The phone vibrated in the locker, but it was not for me. The phone vibrated in the locker, and I finally let it be. It was not for me. I finally let it be. Let it be. The stranger opened locker 9 and smiled into the light. She typed a quick reply, then disappeared outside. I looked at your old message and pressed the screen once more, then moved it to the archive and stood up from the floor. means you